Bond girl Ana De Armas steps out in Madrid following filming delay. Is set to become a household name once Bond 25 hits the big screen. And the new Bond girl probably won't be able to enjoy a stroll around without fans wanting to get a selfie, so it was probably a good idea she took in the sights of Madrid in between filming. The 29-year-old looked like she was having a blast with a female pal as they stopped to take a selfie together. Ana's time on set is going to be different compared to previous Bond girls, following reports that an intimacy coach will give herself and Daniel for the first time in Bond history. It is alleged systems have been reviewed to make sure all the stars are getting the support they need, including with risky sex scenes, in light of the Me Too movement. An insider told The Sun an intimacy coordinator is now on set during those scenes and is working with Daniel Craig and new Bond girl Ana De Armas to run through the script and make sure they feel comfortable. It's really progressive and is a step in the right direction, not just for Bond but the industry as a whole. The Me Too movement was a revolution started in 2017, in the wake of the Harvey Weinstein scandal, to raise awareness of sexual harassment and sexual assault. It already seemed like Bond was getting a 2020 makeover when we heard that Fleabag's Phoebe Waller-Bridge had been brought on board. The creator and comedian is reportedly polishing the latest Bond script with more wit, so perhaps Bond will have a bit more playful. Filming had commenced in Jamaica following consistent setbacks. Yet Bond actor his fury appeared to seep out in a caught on camera shortly afterward. The discussion hinted at Daniel's disappointment about spending months getting into prime physical shape for the grueling role, only for production to be halted once again. In a statement on the James Bond official Twitter, "It's been and will be out of action for 2 weeks with the incident not affecting the film's release date on April 3, 2020. Daniel Craig to undergo ankle surgery following Bond 25 injury. Bond actor killed by chemsex drug overdose after meeting Frau D'Estier on Grindr. Idris Elba would be sexy as James Bond, insists 007 creators family." It read Bond 25 update: Daniel Craig will be undergoing minor ankle surgery resulting from an injury sustained during filming in Jamaica. Production will continue whilst Craig is rehabilitating for 2 weeks post-surgery. The film remains on. If you've got a story, video, or pictures, get in touch with the metro.co.uk entertainment team by emailing us, calling 020-3615-2145 or by visiting We'd love to hear from you. Ads keep our content free for everyone. Please note that the Interactive Advertising Bureau IAB describes online personalized advertising through the below definitions. We put the storage of information, or access to information that is already stored, on your device, such as accessing advertising identifiers and / or other device identifiers, and / or using cookies or similar technologies. The collection and processing of information about your use of this site to subsequently personalize advertising for you in other contexts, i.e. on other sites or apps, over time. Typically, the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver advertisements for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such advertisements. This includes using the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver content for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such content. This includes using the collection of information about your use of the content, in combination with previously collected information, used to measure, understand, and report on your usage of the content. Ads keep our content free for everyone. We carefully use additional third-party advertising companies who serve ads to help keep content free. For these partners, you will continue to receive advertising, however, it may not be tailored to your likely interests. Well, check in with you. Great. Thanks for choosing. You have opted out from our advertising partners.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.